Dave Smith passionately opposes vaccine passports. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. New bro Jogan.
Is available to everybody who wants it, and everybody who wants it gets vaccinated. Who are we protecting?
Yeah.
If these folks are out there that aren't vaccinated, that are supposedly these super spreaders, and that's what we're supposed to stop, right? The idea is that these people who aren't vaccinated, they're dangerous, and we have to, you're not being a good citizen because you haven't been vaccinated, so what we're going to do is we're going to keep you.
Yes, if you are not vaccinated and you refuse to get a vaccine, you are dangerous, and you are a piece of shit. Anti-vaxxers are fucking dangerous. Anti-vaxxers are dangerous. Anti-vaxxers are fucking baboons who are literally a danger, a literal danger to society. Sorry, that is straight up the fucking truth. You are not a good citizen, you deserve to be punished, and you are literally dangerous. Aren't they mostly dangerous to other anti-vaxxers, though? Not necessarily, because that's not how fucking pandemics or epidemics work. That's not how epidemiology works.
But I think the Biden administration has rejected this so far. Like there was a discussion where they were asked, and I think what's her name, Jen?
I don't even think it's going to happen, the vaccine passport, but it should. I don't have a fucking ethical problem with it. I don't think a vaccine passport is a bad thing. I think it should exist. And I think that you should make fun of anti-vaxxers. You should, at every step of the way, make fun of and apply social pressure and bully anti-vaxxers. There it is. I'm fucking saying it. It is not a position. It is not an acceptable position. It is not a position that you should maintain. It is not a position that you should ever fucking entertain either. It is psychotic, okay? It's like entertaining flat earthers, except flat earthers are just dumb motherfuckers that you can laugh off. But anti-vaxxers present a genuine threat. So that's the difference. Vaccine passports will hurt poor people, though. Most that aren't vaxxed are disproportionately minorities. See, this is the fucking take that has a little bit of credence, but it's still not entirely fucking true. In a lot of places around America, including fucking Florida, of all goddamn places, vaccinations are fucking free and are being focused and distributed in black and brown neighborhoods, specifically so that they can, specifically so that black and brown people are encouraged to get the vaccine. 90% of the country is within a 5-mile radius of a vaccine distribution center currently. I am the #1 criticizer of inequality baked into the American capitalist system. This is not an area where I will fucking say that there is a tremendous level of inequality. The inequality of black and brown communities not vaccinating themselves or not getting vaccinated does not necessarily stem from the economic inequality. Surely that is a hurdle, no matter what. Obviously, that's always going to be a hurdle. If you're black or brown, if you're poor on average, you're going to have a harder time being able to get a fucking vaccine because you're going to have a harder time getting off work. But right now, as it stands, the real reason or the most dominant reason as to why people aren't getting vaccinated is not because of the economic setbacks, but instead because of unreasonable fears that have culminated through watching fucking Facebook and sharing dumbass misinformation. It's literal misinformation. That's the main cause for most people not wanting to get the vaccine currently. Overall, across these 43 states, the percentage of white people who have received at least one COVID vaccine dose is 35%, is 1.6 times higher than the rates of Hispanic or black people, which were both at 22% as of April 19, 2021. I'm not saying that there isn't a disparity, by the way. I'm saying that that disparity is caused by misinformation and people not wanting to get it. That misinformation being more prominent in black and brown communities could be linked back to socioeconomic conditions. But ultimately, it's still the main cause is people like this having these sorts of conversations. I'm sorry, like saying vaccine passports are oppressive to minorities would be a reasonable position if vaccines were not literally available to everyone and being promoted to every community. Okay, come on, guys, let's be fucking real. Okay, I hate this fucking lib shit where we just act like certain communities don't want to fucking take the vaccine, and it's not a consequence of misinformation. Like, it's ridiculous. It's still the highest percentage of people are still Republican men who refuse to take the vaccine, by the way. Chill the fuck out. You can criticize them, but all of a sudden, when it comes to like older black people not wanting to take the vaccine, you're like, oh, well, it's different. Yeah, the Tuskegee syphilis experiment and numerous other experiments conducted on black and brown individuals probably play a significant role in people having genuine concerns over getting vaccinated. You should work towards eliminating that in its entirety. You sound stupid as fuck. I've had vaccines before and that's fine, but I will not take this one because I understand how it fucks you up long term. Listen to doctors, not politicians, who try and force you to take a vaccine and take it themselves. It's a medication, not vaccines, especially since you can't. Yeah, see, like fucking idiots like this. Guys, the thing that fucking frustrates me is when people say, well, black people have a legitimate reason to be afraid of fucking vaccines. Okay, but black people have a more legitimate reason to be afraid of COVID, okay? COVID has killed black people in disproportionately high fucking rates. So the problem in that circumstance isn't to baby people, it's to literally educate educate as many members of any fucking group as you possibly can, and make it so that it's easy and accessible. Little difference in vaccine hesitancy among white and black Americans, poll finds. Yeah, it's Republican men that have the highest rate of hesitancy for vaccines. White men without college degrees, highest rate. White evangelical Christians, like, so you are caping for a smaller percentage of black people that are saying no. It's fucking white saviorship, bro. I'm sorry. Fucking 49% of Republican men are like, I'm not gonna take the vaccine, brother. And meanwhile, liberals, rad libs in my community are like, well, what about black people who are like, not gonna take it, sweaty? Okay, then yeah, they shouldn't take it then. All right, are you happy? Is that what you want me to say? Okay, you got it. This shit blows my fucking mind. The idiotic takes from anti-vaxxers and anyone that fucking babies any group like this that don't want to take the fucking vaccine.
So there's all types of these problems of how you would implement it. But it's still worth noting that they floated this out. Yeah. Like, there are these people in our government who would go Chinese fascist on us if they could.
I love that the American government is brutal and horrific to marginalized communities, and yet, like, the real oppression is the fucking dumbass chuds who don't want to take the vaccine. Like, that's going to be the real oppression towards them. Like Chinese fascism, he says. It's great. The American police state murders unarmed black people, and you're like, that's you got to do that. You got to fucking do that, dude. That's you got to do that. It's just normal. But a vaccine passport, oh my God, that's Chinese fascism. Chinese Chi-Com fascism. Calling shit Chinese now for chuds is like the same as calling everything cancel culture. You know what I mean? Like everything is fucking Chinese, dude, and everything Chinese is bad. Of course, we can't do Chi-Com, dude. I mean, that would be bad. Fucking any sort of rule or regulation. Well, China has it too, so obviously that means it's bad.